Oh, yeah, I can totally see Shakira as being a superhero against prejudice. Yeah. You stop doing that right now or I'll write a song and sing it about you.
Right.
See, even words like fighting don't really mean that anymore.
Yes.
Right.
She's fighting.
Yes.
So that means what? She wrestles the sheets every day and gets out of bed? What is it?
Right.
What is she fighting exactly? And yeah, she's fighting prejudice and her new sexy time pal. Okay, this is interesting.
Yes.
Prince William.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. She's apparently having sex with Prince William.
Yes.
Some people tell me I'm a whore, but I just think they're jealous. I mean, I'm fucking Prince William.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens when Kate gets a hold of that one. Yeah. And, of course, in China now, tens of thousands have been locked in the Shanghai Disneyland after a COVID outbreak.
Yes.
Visitors have been locked inside the Shanghai Disneyland after a positive COVID-19 case was found in a woman who came from Hangzhou. Those inside must prove a negative test to exit the park. Those found without it are shot.
Right.
There's been several instances, apparently. There's actually an American family over there.
Yes.
Looks like I'm looking from like helicopter photos.
Yes.
Or no, I guess drones. I think the Chinese have drones, right?
Right.
But there's a husband and a wife.
Yes.
And what look to be 3 smaller children.
Yes.
They swam across. There's like a moat around the theme park,
Yes.
right? Well, they apparently swam across it and were going up the hillside on the other side, and we're about 6 or 7 feet away from the gate fence there that they have.
Yes.
And the Chinese just mowed them down with a minigun. So,
Right.
huh. Yeah, it looks really 28 days later here. Yeah.
Right.
But of course, you got to remember something.
Yes.
And this is important. The COVID virus that was, let loose in Hangzhou or
Yes.
whatever, right? That shit was having people twitch and drop in the streets right away, right?
Right.
This bullshit cold that we got,
Right.
you know. Sorry, but those are not the same animal at all. Los Angeles news about Alec Baldwin, of course. He apparently was... Oh, yeah, there's pictures there. He was had photos of him vomiting.
Yes.
Apparently, he just got off the phone with the U.S. Olympic shooting team. They've actually made a spot for him on the 2024 team.
Right.
And in a dramatically scary climate presentation,
Yes.
Boris Johnson says, quote, "It's 1 minute to midnight and we must act now or it will be too late."
Right.
And when you do a Google search for that quote,
Yes.
it actually comes up back in 2011 with Al Gore.
Yes.
Right.
Of course, talking about the, we're not going to be here in 2012, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. And in England today, there was England news.
Yes.
Billionaire Jeff Bezos and his slutty biker girlfriend, some girl named Lauren Dirty Sanchez.
Right.
They apparently are discussing climate change with Prince Charles over a cup of tea.
Yes.
Yeah. Bezos offers Lauren's, quote, charms to the prince, who promptly rings for Viagra.
Right.
And that's where the cameras stopped. So I don't know if
Right.
don't know if he got his Viagra and if he indeed banged Dirty Sanchez.
Right.
Moving on, in other UK news, the government has done a 180 on cleaning sewage from their coast, and surfer and climate campaigner Hugo Taghome says, quote, "We're wallowing in turds here, and we love it." He says, "I hear San Francisco is pretty nice, too, so I'll be heading there as soon as the next surf season starts."
Right.
And in music news tonight,
Yes.
Little Mix. Yeah.
Yes.
Little Mix. Fucking get a name.
Right.
Little Mix. Fucking like has nobody noticed
Yes.
that like the names of bands,
Yes.
the quality of the names of bands have fallen off just like the talent in the bands? Have you noticed that?
Right.
You know, we used to have like Simple Minds
Yes.
and God, I don't know, Huey Lewis and the News.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
now we got Little Mix. What the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, oh, what are you listening to?
Yes.
Oh, Little Mix. Okay, so now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, so is he listening to an actual mixer make a cake? Is he
Right.
right? Is he listening to some mixtape that his, teenage son or daughter made for him?
Yes.
Or what the hell are you listening to?
Right.
Well, the good news is that
Yes.
Little Mix apparently set the record straight. Get it?
Right.
Yes, amid rumors of the band's split and other bullshit to try and keep record sales up, they went live yesterday on Facebook, of course, to announce that they were all actually men. Leanne, I guess.
Yes.
I guess that's one of the bandmates.
Yes.
Leanne says, quote, "We're not trannies. We've still got our heavy equipment."
Right.
And also in the entertainment pages, I don't know what the hell is up with Spec News. What are they, fucking E now?
Right.
Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Fucking, there's another name.
Yes.
Right? Well, she did a Miss Creature homage to Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
And that this is her costume for Halloween.
Yes.
Because when you have millions of dollars, there's nothing better to fucking do than paint yourself green and go out and be an asshole.
Right.
That's what I'm doing when I get rich. Yeah, you'll fucking see green crash out there.
Right.
Just... Anyway, she dresses up as the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
Only female.
Yes.
Because... Well, fuck no. I guess we're going to get sued over that now, right? Fucking Christ.
Right.
Just proves why she's the reigning queen of racism. Yeah, apparently Reggie Jackson, a black man.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry, a black person.
Right.
Reggie Jackson says, quote, "It's a motherfucking outrage."
Right.
But I ain't surprised. Black motherfucking lagoon shit.
Right.
No, that's literally what he says here.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, so that's the end of the story.
Yes.
They don't give us any resolution.
Yes.
Right.
Washington news yesterday. Washington Press Secretary Jen Psaki has tested positive for COVID-19.
Yes.
Herpes.
Yes.
Shingles.
Yes.
And a very smelly yeast infection. Yeah. Which, of course, is what led to the diagnosis.
Yes.
Dr. Fauci says, quote, "Ugh, it's bad, let me tell you."
Right.
Bad enough you're a ginger.
Yes.
Bad enough you're a ginger woman.
Yes.
Right.
And then really bad when you're like the press secretary at the White House.
Yes.
And people are noticing your yeast infection smell.
Right.
That's nice. That's nice. Well, considering,
Yes.
the way she looks.
Yes.
Right.
I kind of thought that's always how she did smell anyway.
Right.
And back at Scotland, of course, for the UN Climate Change Conference 2021, it has begun, of course, and Joe Biden arrived, and when asked which was his favorite pavilion,
Yes.
he replied, quote, "I really like the methane monument one. I've had a few myself over the years, so I know it's real."
Right.
And in global news tonight, closing everything out and shutting this shit show down. The one, the only global, Elon Musk.
Yes.
Yes, he says he is ready to spend $6 billion to actually end world hunger. Huh? But there's a problem.
Right.
No, he says, I'll end world hunger, but I'm asking the United Nations to provide a plan.
Right.
And then, of course, the spokesman for the United Nations
Yes.
Says, quote, "But then we'd have nothing but climate change to hold over people. We would be ruined. No, thank you."
Right.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's pretty clear and straightforward.
Yes.
Guy comes along with an actual solution to like a global, real problem.
Yes.
And they tell him to fuck off. Yeah,
Right.
look at that. But there is some good news that has come out of this G20 summit.
Yes.
Yeah, the G20, of course, the official headline reads, "Joe Biden has done it."
Right.
That's right. Harley-Davidson motorcycles will once again be available for sale for English men to pretend to be badass Americans.
Right.
And of course, the hashtag on that one is Build Biker Blokes.
Right.
Oh, and then there's just about 16 other headlines about fuck Joe Biden. So,
Right.
yeah.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Yes. Yeah. All right, gang. Well, we are over time and we are shutting down.
Yes.
That's right.
Right.
We are. Man, that was nuts. Any parting words there, Hawkbox?
You are all going to die.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, there it goes. Yeah. All right.
You are all.
Yes, we know. We know.
Fuck Joe Biden.
That's better. There you go.
Thank you for listening and support the show, for the love of God.
And that's even better. There you go. I want to thank the one, the only Louis Lawless for being here tonight, sir. Thank you.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Yeah. We do too. We do. Bill, thank you, sir. Great to have you.
I've done the best I can. I hope you're satisfied. I will see you soon.
All right. Well, don't cough on your way out. Yeah. And, of course, the one, the only Gilbert Gottfried, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tonight.
Thank you for listening and support the show for the love of God.
Yeah, now, don't forget to tell the folks where they can find you on Twitter.
On Twitter, @RealGilbert, ACP.
All right. That's it. I'm not going to give you anything else.
Right.
And I want to thank the one, the only Biff Henderson and Assistant Jenny and all the folks here at WSBC Radio Charlotte. Thank you a million. Lots love to everybody out there. Have yourselves a great Wednesday, Thursday. We will catch you Friday.
Yes.
For the Friday Frap Extravaganza and kick your weekend off like it's never been